Hey y'all, it's Christine. I want to talk to you guys a minute about education and knowledge. So I grew up as somebody who didn't really have a lot of family members who had went to college. Some of them didn't really even get their GED or high school diploma. And I grew up thinking, as a lot of us are told and taught growing up, without a degree, you're really not going to amount to much. You can only get, fast food jobs or, whatever. Being that I was very insecure about not having a degree, not finishing college, that kind of thing, I always let that kind of control me. When I would introduce myself, even like last year, instead of saying, hey, I'm a business owner, I would say, oh, I'm in mortgage, but I'm not really working anymore. I used to be in mortgage. I would introduce myself as that person. Seeing other people who stopped allowing the past or stopped allowing people's opinions or, how America works or the whole, American dream system, right? They stopped listening to that stuff and started dictating for themselves what they were going to be. I started to get more comfortable, and honestly, I went to this investor course last weekend, and the person who was talking, he asked me, like, what do you do? And this was the first time I really said out loud, I was like, oh, I'm a business coach, without I'm in mortgage, like I have, instead of feeling like I had to explain myself, I just put it out there. I'm a business coach. It's definitely a mindset shift. And what I had to do to reach that was watch a lot of YouTube videos. I had to teach myself. I had an aversion to, school and knowledge because I really didn't like school back then when I was younger because I got bullied a lot. So that made me not want to go to school. I saw family members who didn't even get their high school diploma. So it's like, okay, well, I don't really need to go to college, right? Stuff like that. But I realized that by doing that, I was just putting myself in a lower position. I was just, not making progress in what I wanted to do. So the past few years, I've really been branching out, and especially the past, like even this past week, I finally went to a course that I wanted to take about real estate investing, and I just been like on this path this week to just go and get it and doing my business kind of stuff and making videos. And I had to get over that aversion to education. I had a lot of issues obviously in my past with education system, just because I was always told you can't do this, you can't do this. I'm Native American, there's so many stigmatized people and opinions about us, and we're just drinkers or whatever. You have those, everybody has those. I struggle with my own. I'm a big girl, always been, I'm Native American, so I have those things. I have, my family members didn't do this, so I can't do that. I had to get out of my mindset. I had to listen to motivational videos, start reading books, start listening to people, get out of the people I used to hang out with who were just about, drinking and gossiping and talking crap about people and partying. And I had to take myself out of that situation and put myself in a different environment. I have still to work on things, but I'm putting myself in circles now that are talking about real estate, talking about positive mindset, talking about those things that I want to, work on in myself. So I really had to, teach myself, and I had to realize that knowledge and education wasn't the problem. It was the past and the people and the things I had been told and, stereotyped against, that was leading to that aversion about education. But I know I wanted more out of life, so I had to go teach myself. And nowadays we have so many things to teach us. We have, YouTube, like TikTok. I'm even learning things on TikTok, Facebook. I'm surrounding myself in a different environment, surrounding myself by different people, business owners and people who want more out of life, people who work on personal development like me. And that's really shifting that mindset. That's what I had to do to, go from being uncomfortable and just saying, oh, I work at this job, to being now comfortable and saying, I'm a business coach, I own a business, I do this, I do that, and giving this information to you guys. That's the mindset shift I had to make. And, those are the things that I had to do to change my mind from, that lower version of myself to who I am now and who I'm going to become. So it is possible. You just have to get over that aversion of, education or, get out of those stereotypes. You can do whatever you want to do. You just have to go and do it. You have to, I guess one quote that I've been thinking about lately was, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So we're always going to sit at that lower level until we see things and we start to make actions towards what we want to do. So that's what you really need to do now. Start doing those little, they seem like little things, watching motivational videos, reading, self-help books, personal development books, things like that, taking courses. You don't got to pay for a ton of courses right away. You can go and look in your city, look up, I mean, so much with online now, look at, free online webinars or, summits or stuff like that. There's so much out there for you to learn. You just have to go and pursue it instead of watching Netflix all day, instead of, being on your phone, instead of scrolling Facebook. Go and see what you can use your time for that's going to benefit and grow you, because that's really what it's all about, from reaching that level you're at now, or that level that you don't want to be at when you know you can do more. You need to go and reach out and do it for yourself, and realize that you're the only one holding yourself back, and you're the only one who has the key to unlock, that potential in yourself, and unlock the person that you really want to be.